Good morning. Today is Friday, January 2nd. This morning I am in Camden, Delaware, which is just south of Dover. I'm staying in an Airbnb here, and I'm going for a walk, and I'm going to do an adventure lab, and I might even find a couple of geocaches. So come with me on this walk. I forgot to bring running shoes on this trip, which is probably just as well. Because if you've seen some of my other videos, you've heard me mention that I've had some problems with one of my feet, with my right foot. And so it's probably good not to aggravate it. And walking is just as good for you as running. Show you where I'm going. I'm in this neighborhood. And hopefully I'll see some really cool things on this adventure lab, on this tour of Camden, Delaware. Coming up on a geocache, ground zero for a geocache that's here, kind of along this route that I'm taking today. So I'm gonna, up there somewhere is a regular size geocache. Stokes Square. Wouldn't you know it? Start the day with the DNF. That cache was last found in July, and the most recent find was a DNF. So I'm going to move on. There's one more cache I'm going to look for before I start the adventure lab. Well, never mind. That one had a string of, I looked at the cache page more carefully, and it has a string of nothing but DNFs. So we're going to skip that one. So I don't think we're finding any geocaches today, but we're going to do a great adventure lab. Yay, I'm still very excited. And this is a nice walk, and it's a beautiful little neighborhood here, little area. The Camden, Wyoming. I don't know if it's a village, town, or what, but it's very cool. Make a wish. I wish it wasn't so cold outside. But isn't this cool? And I wish I could find every geocache that I wanted to look for. Okay, we're coming up on the first adventure lab stop here. There's actually two right here. Town of Wyoming. Looks like they've turned the old railway station into a store here. The coming of the railroad. That's the second adventure lab stop. Something on this sign. I'm not going to tell you what. And there's a really cool bandstand right here. Okay. This little town square. And I'm going to go back the way I came for a little bit. The next adventure lab stop is here at the Zion African Methodist Episcopal Church. Little churchyard here. Here's a sign that's interesting. Exiting town of Wyoming. Okay, cool. This is the Camden Friends Meeting House. And I need to get some information off the sign for the Adventure Lab. This was built in 1805. Very cool. The last stop for this Adventure Lab is about the town of Camden. I have to get info off this sign. I just realized there was a geocache at the Zion AME Church. And in order to get that one, I'll have to go back and do a little bit of a detour. I don't think I'm going to do it today. That one also was last found in July, but it doesn't have any DNFs. So maybe tomorrow I'll get that. All right, so I'm done with this Adventure Lab. And there is a bonus cache, which I'm not going to get today. Thanks for joining me today on this walk in the Camden, Wyoming towns of Camden and Wyoming. But join me for the next video, which hopefully will be another walk in Camden with some geocaching. Thanks a lot for joining me. Happy New Year. I'll see you next time. Bye.